Throughout history, certain disappearances have shaken the world, leaving behind more questions than answers. These cases defy explanation, spawning countless theories and capturing the imagination of generations. Here are 7 of the most chilling and mysterious unsolved disappearances, each one echoing with uncertainty and intrigue. Number 1. The vanishing of Amelia Earhart. In July 1930s, Amelia Earhart, the pioneering aviator, set out with navigator Fred Noonan to achieve an ambitious goal: circumnavigating the globe. Their Lockheed Electra disappeared over the Pacific Ocean near Howland Island after a series of radio transmissions that suggested they were lost and low on fuel. Despite extensive search efforts by the U.S. Navy and Coast Guard, no trace of Earhart, Noonan, or their plane was ever found. Over time, theories have multiplied. Some believe they crashed at sea. Others propose they landed on a remote island and perished, while a few suggest they were captured by the Japanese. The disappearance remains one of aviation's greatest mysteries, and to this day, the fate of Amelia Earhart is unknown. Number 2. The disappearance of the Sodder children. On Christmas Eve, 1945, tragedy struck the Sodder family home in Fayetteville, West Virginia. A fire consumed the house, and while George and Jenny Sodder and 4 of their children escaped, 5 of their children, Maurice, Martha, Louis, Jenny, and Betty, were never seen again. Strangely, no remains were found in the ashes, and there were reports of strange behavior in the hours and days leading up to the fire. Some witnesses claimed to have seen the missing children in passing cars during the fire, or in the company of strangers afterward. The Sodders believed their children had been kidnapped, and they spent their lives searching for answers, even erecting a billboard with the children's pictures that stood for decades. Despite investigations and leads, the fate of the Sodder children remains a haunting enigma. Number 3. The disappearance of Malaysia Airlines flight MH370. On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 vanished from radar screens while en route from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, carrying 239 passengers and crew. The plane's last known location was over the southern Indian Ocean, far from its intended flight path. Despite a massive international search effort involving ships, aircraft, and satellites, the main wreckage has never been recovered, and only a few pieces of debris washed up on distant shores. The disappearance has fueled intense speculation, including theories of hijacking, deliberate sabotage, or catastrophic technical failure. The lack of closure and concrete evidence has left the families of those on board and the world at large desperate for answers. Number 4. The disappearance of Madeleine McCann. In May 2007, 3-year-old Madeleine McCann vanished from her family's holiday apartment in Praia da Luz, Portugal, while her parents dined at a nearby restaurant. Despite an immediate and widespread search, Madeleine's whereabouts remain unknown. The case captured international attention, with her image appearing on news outlets and posters worldwide. Over the years, numerous theories have emerged, from abduction to accidental death, and the investigation has seen many twists and turns, including suspects, false leads, and renewed police efforts. Madeleine's disappearance remains one of the most high-profile missing persons cases of the 21st century, with the haunting question, what happened to Madeleine McCann? Number 5. The disappearance of the Beaumont children. On a sunny day in January 1966, Jane, Arna, and Grant Beaumont set off to Glenelg Beach in Adelaide, Australia, and never returned. The siblings, aged 9, 7, and 4, were last seen in the company of an unknown man. Their parents' frantic search sparked one of the largest investigations in Australian history. Leads and reported sightings poured in, but nothing concrete ever surfaced. The case changed the nation's perception of child safety and remains an open wound in Australian society. Despite decades of inquiry, the fate of the Beaumont children and the identity of the person last seen with them continues to elude investigators. Number 6. The vanishing of D.B. Cooper. On November 24, 1901, a man using the name Dan Cooper boarded a Northwest Orient flight from Portland to Seattle. Mid-flight, he handed a note to a flight attendant claiming he had a bomb and demanding $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. After receiving the ransom and releasing the passengers in Seattle, Cooper instructed the crew to fly to Mexico City. Somewhere over the dense forests of Washington state, he parachuted out of the plane, money in hand, and disappeared into the night. Despite an exhaustive manhunt and FBI investigation, no trace of Cooper was ever found, save for a small bundle of decaying bills matching the ransom, discovered years later on a riverbank. The identity and fate of D.B. Cooper remain among America's greatest mysteries. Number 7. The disappearance of the Roanoke colony. Long before the modern era, the first English settlement in America experienced a disappearance on an unprecedented scale. In 1587, over 100 settlers established a colony on Roanoke Island, off the coast of present-day North Carolina. When supply ships returned 3 years later, the settlement was deserted, houses dismantled, no signs of struggle, and a single word carved into a post: Croatoan. Theories about their fate abound. Did they assimilate with local tribes, die from disease or starvation, or fall victim to hostile outsiders? The lost colony of Roanoke endures as one of history's oldest and most baffling unsolved disappearances. Each of these cases stands as a stark reminder of how, even in a world brimming with technology and surveillance, some mysteries remain beyond our grasp. They haunt the families and communities left behind, inspire countless books and documentaries, and fuel endless speculation. Despite the passage of time and the tireless efforts of investigators, the final chapters of these stories have yet to be written. Whether it's the fate of a famous aviator, the innocents lost in a family tragedy, or the enigma of an entire vanished colony, these disappearances continue to puzzle, disturb, and fascinate us. They are more than unsolved cases. They are the unresolved threads in the fabric of human history, reminders of our enduring quest to seek answers, and the unsettling realization that sometimes the truth slips quietly into the shadows, never to return.